Today we celebrate 249 years of Marine Corps excellence. From the halls of Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli, for 249 years we fought our country battles on land, air, and by sea. Each verse of the Marine Corps hymn echoes the enduring legacy of sacrifice and commitment that each Marine before us, those who are serving now, and the ones that are to come will experience. In the Marine Corps, we have this thing called the Spirit of Corps. And that's the love that we share for the Marine Corps and for our brothers and sisters in arms. You see, Veterans Day for most veterans is literally just that, Veterans Day. But for us Marines, is our birthday. This is the rebirth of us. It's really near and dear to me as a Christian because it's a new understanding of what it means to be born again. When you graduate from Marine Corps boot camp, you are born again. You are no longer the person that you were when you went to boot camp. You're no longer the 18-year-old, 19-year-old, however old you were when you joined. You're no longer that person. There's a new level of responsibility that comes with bearing the title of United States Marine. The beautiful thing about the Marine Corps is that we all come from different backgrounds. We all come from different upbringings. We all have different beliefs. Some of you were patriotic before you joined. Some of you are not patriotic even though you have joined. You won't become patriotic until you've put in a predicament where you have to understand what you are truly, truly fighting for. You see, that's the feeling I had on my first tour to Iraq. Understanding that I'd rather be fighting this war and fighting these battles on land that is not United States land, protecting my loved ones and my family members so that we don't have to endure those things on our home soil. If you look around the world, you'll see that there's so many things going on, so many different wars and conflicts. But the one thing stands true for us as Americans is that we have been privileged to not have to fight many battles here on home soil, especially in the last 200 plus years. You see, our beautiful Marine Corps is so diverse, various positions, various roles, but it's all for the overall commitment to a greater fight, a fight for freedom, a fight for legacy, a continuing resolve and a continuing commitment to our country and to our loved ones. See, some of us gave up our youth. Some of us gave up time with our family and loved ones. Some of us gave up those special events, birthdays, Christmases, Thanksgiving, 4th of July, for a greater good, for a greater cause, for something that was bigger than us. Some of us even gave our very lives in defense of not only the Constitution, but of our brothers and sisters in arms who were standing to our left and right. You make no mistake about it. When you find yourself on the soil of foreign lands, fighting a war that you may not completely understand, you are fighting for the men and women next to you, your war fighters, your friends, your family, your brothers and sisters. You see, I never knew that I had so many brothers and sisters until I got into the Marine Corps. Never knew that I would form bonds with people that would be lifetime bonds that would be unbreakable. From people that I served with for just under a month to people that I served with for years. They have a near and dear place in my heart. We've been through some things. We've survived some things. We've had near-death experiences. We've championed ourselves to go out and fight even though we were faced with some of the most grueling circumstances. But when we make it through those things, we understand that we are not alone. That is the Marines to our left and right, the Marines that came before us and the Marines that will come after us, that give us the hope and the determination to continue to fight and to continue to dig deep, to find answers, to adapt and overcome, to improvise. Those are the things that you hear when you think Marine: improvise, adapt, overcome. That is what we do. It has always been what we do, and it is what we will continue to do. Each Marine, regardless of your role, your position, or your duty station, you stand on the shoulders of those who came before you. And it's up to those of us who have answered the challenge and persevered to make sure that we uplift and continue to uplift those who come after us. You have to understand that this nation needs its Marines. It doesn't just want Marines. This is a nation that needs Marines. Whether they know it or not, they need each and every one of us, each and every one of you. As a Marine, there's no such thing as a former Marine. Once a Marine, always a Marine. That means that we all stand ready to answer the call should that call ever come. Now, I pray that that call never comes and that I never have to put on that uniform again and have to reassume those roles. But if that time does come, you best believe that I'll be ready to stand fight and I'll be ready to toe the line with each and every one of you. So simplify, Marines, 249 years, that's a very long time. There's a lot of killing. There's a lot of dealing. There's a lot of blood and guts. I know to those of you who don't understand, you won't. You can't. You haven't earned the title. Some things just aren't for you to understand. Because this is our bond. This is our calling. Listen, Marines, this is our legacy. So to all my Marines that served, to all my Marines that are serving, and to those young, bright individuals who will serve in the future, let's take some time to honor the past, serve the present, and to strengthen our future. Hoorah, Marines. Simplify.